An anonymous user sent us this story. For privacy reasons, every name and photo in this video has been changed. She had been married for 4 years when it started. They lived in Quezon City, in a quiet apartment complex near Timog Avenue. Her husband worked nights at a logistics company, so she spent most evenings alone. It wasn't loneliness that started it, she said. It was the silence. For this story, let's call her Clara. And the man she met, let's call him Michael. Michael was her husband's co-worker, a man she only saw during weekend gatherings or company dinners. He wasn't her type, tall, quiet, with the kind of eyes that looked like they were always calculating something. But he listened. When Clara talked about her job, her frustrations, her feeling of being invisible, he listened. One evening, after an office celebration at a restaurant in Makati, they shared a taxi home. It should have ended there, but it didn't. They started messaging, then meeting. Clara said it wasn't love, it was escape. "I just wanted to feel seen again," she wrote in her message. "I thought it would stay secret. I thought it would fade. It didn't fade. For almost 8 months, they kept it hidden. Small hotel meetups, lunch breaks that lasted too long, text messages sent from secondary SIM cards. But secrets have weight, and Clara said she felt it pressing down harder each day. Her best friend Ella, not her real name, had known something was wrong. They'd been friends since college, inseparable, the kind who could read each other's tone from a single text. When Ella asked directly one afternoon at a cafe in Greenbelt, Clara broke down and told her everything. Every detail. "She didn't judge me," Clara wrote. "She just held my hand and said I needed to end it before it destroyed my life." That was on a Tuesday. 2 days later, Clara texted Michael to end things. She said she couldn't keep lying, that her guilt was turning into fear. He didn't take it well. He begged to meet, to talk. She refused. The messages stopped by Friday morning. That night, Clara had plans to meet Ella again, just a quiet dinner near Katipunan to talk things through. She never showed up. Ella thought maybe Clara had backed out, or that her husband had come home early. But when she didn't reply for hours, worry started to creep in. By midnight, she was calling Clara's phone nonstop. No answer. At 6 a.m. the next day, Clara's husband called Ella. His voice was calm but strained. He asked if she'd seen or heard from his wife. She hadn't. That was when the search began. Ella went to the police station in Kamuning to file a missing person report. At first, the officers treated it like a domestic dispute. Maybe Clara had left after a fight. Maybe she just needed space. But Ella insisted it wasn't that. "She told me she was scared," she said. "She told me she was ending something she shouldn't have started." By Sunday morning, Clara's phone was still off. Her social media hadn't been active. Her last online message was the one she'd sent Ella after the confession. "I feel lighter now. I think I'm finally doing the right thing." Then nothing. That's where the mystery begins. By Monday morning, the case had already spread across local Facebook groups. Friends were posting old photos of Clara with captions like, "If you've seen her, please message me." Ella barely slept. She went back to the precinct that morning, hoping for something new. But the officers only repeated what they already knew. CCTV footage showed Clara leaving her apartment around 7:48 p.m. on Friday. White shirt, denim jacket, her phone in one hand, tote bag in the other. She looked calm. She never made it to Katipunan. Her phone's last signal was traced near Cubao, just a few kilometers from her apartment. After that, it went completely silent. For this story, let's call her husband Randy. He told investigators that Clara had been quiet all week. "I thought she was just tired from work," he said. He didn't know about the affair, or so he claimed. But once Ella showed the police the messages between Clara and Michael, everything shifted. What started as a missing persons case now had a new layer: betrayal, secrets, pressure. Michael came in for questioning. Calm, collected, polite. He told officers that yes, they had been close, but said things ended peacefully. He claimed Clara wanted some distance and that he hadn't seen her since Thursday. When asked where he was Friday night, he said he was at home, watching a movie. No one could confirm that. As days passed, the search expanded. Some said they saw someone like Clara near Marikina. A taxi driver swore she took a ride from Manonas, but none of it checked out. CCTV footage around Cubao was blurry, too dark to be useful. Ella started going door to door near Michael's street in Pasig, showing photos of Clara. Nobody recognized her. Then, 3 weeks later, a coworker received a message from Clara's number. "I need space. Don't look for me." But those closest to her said it didn't sound like her. Clara never used short sentences or random periods. The police traced the message. A prepaid SIM card, bought in Quezon City, dumped hours later. Her bank account was untouched. Her passport was still in the apartment. Only her phone was missing. Randy moved out not long after, saying he couldn't live in the same space anymore. Ella said she understood, but her tone told a different story. Months passed. The investigation went cold. No new evidence, no confession, no closure. Just a blank space where answers should have been. Then, almost a year later, an email showed up in Ella's inbox. No sender name, no subject line, just one line of text. If she had kept the secret, she'd still be alive. The email was sent from a masked account. It couldn't be traced. To this day, Clara has never been found. Every October, her family still lights a candle for her. Ella still scrolls through their last messages, staring at the one that says, "I feel lighter now. I think I'm finally doing the right thing." No one ever replied. Sometimes stories like this don't end. They just stop. Maybe that's why people send us these confessions, hoping that someone will listen when no one else did. What do you think really happened to Clara? Was it revenge, guilt, or something none of us saw coming? Share your thoughts in the comments. We read all of them. And if you want to hear more real confessions sent by people like this one, remember to subscribe to Beyond the Tip. There's always another story waiting in someone's inbox. And some of them you won't believe.